But I think
look at me. The conversation we just had is going to be very important for your future.
Maybe I'm not understanding now.
My second husband on YouTube with fucking weirdos like fucking King Payne and Tasha K and shit, lying, talking all kinds of crazy shit at me, blew up my car and beat my dog, like.
I don't know about none of that's crazy as fuck. When I tell you,
He blew up my car last year. He tried to pistol with me in DeSoto. He had a white warrant put on me, had me thrown in a mental hospital in Parkland. I had to literally prove my sanity because Tasha K had paid him to set me up and promised him he was going to be famous. And got him a truck. But you gotta give somebody a reason to want to be there. Other than sex.
And sometimes I had to learn for a long time, like, for me, like, you know, sex ain't the only thing, often type thing, but then I realized it ain't got nothing to do with me. He got his own demons and shit he gotta deal with.
That part.
So
and you welcome those demons into your home to disrupt you, to disrupt the children. That kind of bad energy. It creates poverty. It creates the constant sense of lack. I've been praying for you.
Who that right there?
For so long.
She love you, age. I don't know what it's like.
You don't know about her persona, but you met her in person. What do you?
She's a baby doll, sweetheart. But we already know this.
Because people think she's.
I know it.
And then when you meet her in person, you're like.
Yeah, it's just a perception that everybody else has. But once they get past that part, she's the one who's like us. It's like real people. That's the difference. When you're authentic, people can't take it. I mean, because people say the same thing about me. They're like, "Why don't you let me ask?" And I'm like, "No, I'm so sweet. She'll be chilling." You know what I mean? And I feel like she'll just handle people how they treat her. And that's just what it is. And that's just law with any girl.
Let's start.
Yeah.
Love you for that. Honey,
Yeah.
I really don't know. Can we turn it up a little bit just to get started?
Go ahead.
We sending this one out to DJ Vlad.
To need love, I don't know what it's like to be basic, to be the bitch worried about that next bitch more than I'm worried about my own shit. I don't know what it's like to give two fucks, and I don't know what it's like to give one fuck. I only know what it's like to give no fucks, and that shit is more than a hashtag. Bitch, stop clocking in my using for me. Let's take it slowly. Please take your neck and lay it down before me. I'm gonna suck your soul out. I'm gonna do it slowly as I stand right here and play in your face, play in your face. Bitch like me, play in your face, play in your face, play in your face. Bitch like me, play in your face. Ain't nobody playing your face.
So, are we playing in the face, baby?
Oh yeah. I mean,
Are we playing in the face tonight?
come on.
How did Eddie Murphy say it in the original? Coming to in the face, in the face.
Yep.
And let's get our in the face music going, cause you know we can't be trusting these people around here. They quite thirsty. You know you gotta have your copywritten music all set up. Why is my StreamYard acting a fool?
Check
Is
this
this my
out.
music? Oh no! Oh no! 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 No!
Nope.
No! 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 No!
Oh,
That's wrong. That's a phone call.
no.
No, that's not the one. Where's my investigative music? There we go. That's the gangster journalist music. Yeah. Yeah. So let's get over here. Let's get in here. We got so many people in the building. Yo, we want to send a shout out to all of the new folks that we've never seen before. And all of those who come through. Shout out to Shiny Shiny. Shout out to the Faith Seeker. Shout out to Amanda Evans, the Kamikaze Man. And shout out to our homegrowns, our mod squatters like Ann, Lady Bridget, our number one mod, Ayasha Lachey Bay, and our new panelist who's sitting down with other mod squatters like the bishop, the nephew, the minister of justice, Cultivate with Kai, and Lynette Ahmad. Yes. Yeah. Oh my God. It's been so awesome watching Mod Squad just, develop. They're our
Yeah.
family.
Yeah.
Hey, Jess. Good to see you. So, I mean, there's been a lot going on, baby.
Yeah. The YouTube streets are talking about you and being on Piers Morgan Uncensored with Vlad and Ariel. What's her name? Ariel, the lawyer. The lawyer Ariel.
Yes. Yeah. Shout out to her, by the way. We do not know each other. We've never met, which is why I think us being on that particular episode of Piers Morgan Uncensored was so powerful. I mean, and I'm not tripping. Like, I'm not trying to make it seem like, oh my God, we changed the world in one night, because we didn't. There's so much more work that needs to be done. But at the end of the day, to have two Black women up there who have never met, never spoken, never conferred. I don't know what videos she saw. I don't know what videos I see. And guess what? We have the same opinion. Diddy is not going to be victorious. Not only have I been out here saying it for God knows how long, what's really going on out here in these streets, but guess what? She has seen it first hand witness. And like she said, she can't really say whether or not anything is illegal, but what she was sure of was that they were having a hard time figuring out if the person in the video was an adult or a minor. And when it gets to the point where not even a lawyer who deals with all kinds of cases, all kinds of people, sees all kinds of evidence, when even she's struggling, like for instance, let's go back in the day. Rewind. Robert Kelly, R. Kelly, and a video of him that went all over America. And him not only essaying this young girl on camera, but urinating on her, which of course we found out is a favorite pastime for a lot of these sex workers, like Carisha. Please. Hey, welcome everybody. I'm serious. It's insane. And guess what? You want to know what I remember? Everybody's saying, oh, she was grown. She was grown. You could tell she was grown. I was like, there was no pubic hair on that person in that video. And y'all can't say that. And everybody kept trying to say she was grown. She was grown. And as it turns out, 20 some odd years later, when she's a 30 some odd year old woman sitting on the stand after all this time, she did admit she was a minor.
Yeah.
She told everything, and all of those videotapes that Robert Kelly had stashed away just like the diddler and just like the rest of them. Hey, Ayasha, welcome, love. Um, yeah, all of this. It's all sounding quite familiar, isn't it, babe?
It's oh man, it's trust and believe. Yeah, they say history. If history don't repeat itself, it rhymes. So all these tapes that are discovered, if they have a hard time finding who's who, I guess they could be because look, when you have forensic software like PIM eyes, that's a real thing. Look it up, PIM eyes. You can run someone's face on that app, and it'll tell you who they are. Essentially, it'll find their social media. Now, for kids under a certain age, certain people under a certain age don't have social media. Probably have never been on social media, but it'll look up CCTV. It'll look up all types of footage of you. PIM eyes. So we'll see how this goes.
Babe, I don't want to drag it out too much tonight. I really want to keep it. Is that a remote control in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Anyway, y'all know how new relationships are, always flirting. Oh, 1 second. Luca plays. Hey, Jag, I'm making a documentary on this. Not just him, all of Hollywood. I emailed you. I know I'm a nobody, but I love you. Okay. Well,
I mean, if they email, we'll reach out.
did you email? If I don't know if you emailed my personal email or cruelty free, but if you sent it to cruelty free, a member of the team will see it and get it to me. And I'm looking forward to seeing what you got going on.
I'm gonna go to your website and email, and I'll get it directly.
Oh, thank you. I killed Piers Morgan. Listen to me, and we're gonna keep standing 10 toes down, because what most people do not realize is that interview that aired yesterday, aka, just a few, 12 hours ago, over 1 million views in less than 12 hours.
11 hours.
Not bad. Yeah, it was Sparkle's niece. Hold on 1 second. So, any reason, let's be clear on this. There is so many more people that are about to have their bubble popped, and there's going to be a lot of people that are super happy. So big. Despite the fact that every hater that I have on YouTube is struggling to find a way to do disinformation on this interview. Like, really, I mean, you tell me, what do you think about that?
What do I think about the haters that are looking for looking for anything? I mean, for the most part, anybody who's on the dick riding of a certain individual, they or just the establishment, they're gonna do what they do. They're gonna do their job. I mean, shout out to the Star Report. He seems to be a little biased, and we already know what he's about. But no, I find it interesting. I think personally, when I look at the whole case about Diddy, there's no sex charges that they gave to him, but he has some interesting charges, and they may end up hurting some of these cats who've flown out women or some dudes. You know what I'm saying?
A lot of people are worried about that, aren't they?
Yeah, that's what it is. That's really what it is. If you've flown out somebody, then you can be charged with the same thing that Diddy has been charged with.
But this is the thing. That's been the law.
Right.
Why does it only matter now? It's not like it was never a law and then all of a sudden it became a law. You know what I mean? Like, for instance, my grandfather, now my dad's dad, him and my grandma Georgia, they were closer in age. But my mom, her mom and dad, my grandma was 18 when she was born. And my grandfather was 52. That was standard. Even my parents, they were 12 years apart. But my mother was 32 when she married my dad. Actually, no, she was 30 when she married my dad, and my dad was 42. I was born 2 years later. They were 32 and 44. So it was standard practice for a long time, and even in the Black community, for a younger woman to marry a much older man. You know, she went from her father's house to this man's house who, you know, hey, Nene! Hey, baby! Girl, it's been so long since you've been over here. We're going to have to get you a ring. And congratulations on your panel with God. You got awesome. It's a huge age gap. But I'm saying this was normal. This was normal practice. Statutory great, as they say on the YouTube, the Semitic tube. Anyway, what were they? When did it become like? When did stat great really become a serious thing? It was like the late 80s, early 90s.
Yeah. 80s, 90s, yeah.
Yeah. So just in the 1900s alone, you know, almost a whole century went by before this practice began being condemned. Right? So people knew, okay, it might have been cool before, but it's definitely not cool now, you know? But that's not the case with this law. Human transferring is human transferring. S transferring is S transferring. Pow transferring is pow transferring. Why is everyone having such a hard time with dealing with the fact that these people are drug addicts and criminals? I don't know. It's like everyone's still caught up in the lights and all of that. Like, even for instance, and I got something that I want to say. To little Jackie McKinney, little Jackie Tisa. Tisa tells. I want to tell you something, Tisa. Now, I mean, listen to me. Kimmy, it's very color purple. They send the little girl off to go be with Miss. And she got to be Mr. Wife. And she better know how to make ham, steak, and eggs. And she better lay down and let Mr. do his business. You know, women have been being treated like this for so many years. Thank you, Faith Seeker. Thank you. But yeah, when Lisa was talking about Mace and Cameron joking about grabbing onto Diddy's leftover sex worker, right? And talking about how they were double teaming her and how she started off giving fellatio to Mace. And then Mace switched around and took her from behind. And then she started going down on Cameron while Mace was taking her from behind. And if that wasn't disgusting enough, Mace was, while he was inside this woman, was critiquing the way she was giving fellatio to Cameron. Got upset, hit the woman in the back of the head and said, B, You ain't suck my eggplant like that. While he was still inside of her and she was still giving fellatio. Like, if it wasn't for the fact that she was a sex worker, she could have left there and went to the police and had them both charged with rape. Well, number one, I'm going to give you guys this one for free. And I wish either one of them would sue me. For all of those yellow diamonds and pink diamonds and all of those rides that Mario Winans, who's a former Bad Boy employee and artist, you know, Yellow Man, him and Cameron spent a lot of time together. And I know a sex worker that says she had a very hot night with them on South Beach when they was always hanging down Wet Willies and pulling up in stretch purple and pink Lincoln Navigator limos. You remember when that was the thing? Yeah. And apparently they paid her. She was the fluffer. She was the opening act. From what she said, she took the money and left because it didn't seem like she was needed for the rest of the fun they wanted to have. And that was down Miami. And that was back in the early 2000s. You know, I find it funny that all of these men who Diddy took such a strong liking into when they were younger, after they grew up and they became grown men, he wasn't interested in them the same anymore. You know, that's how it is with most perverts. They have a certain type that they like. They have a certain age that they love. And then once that's over, you're dead to them. Like, I wonder if that's what happened with Usher. I wonder if Usher aged out of Booty Bandit duty. And that's why he went and got Justin. Like, hey, Ireland, it's just not making no sense. And then Tisa was like, I can see why a lot of y'all don't want Puff to go down because y'all like getting his leftovers. And you know what? I gotta send a shout out to Tisa on that one. And like I said to Tisa, as long as she is going after the right people and supporting Natanya Rubin, like she deserves to be supported by a platform with that many people on it. As long as she's doing that, she all right with me. Like, ain't nobody on this app got a problem with me that's doing the right thing. You gonna have a problem with me though when you doing the wrong thing. What? That School Will and Jada had something about it. Honey, I don't know why people keep giving these weirdos schools.
Those are setups. Like, why would you send your kid to the Jeffrey Epstein School of Modeling?
Mace got away from Diddy, but Mace still won't tell the truth. And maybe that's because Mace is afraid he's going to have some cases of his own if the diddler goes down. See, you got to understand, most of these dudes that we be talking about, that I be talking about, they all got silver bullets on each other, but they know they can't shoot it out because the other one got one on them. It's mutual destruction. So they play these little chess games and try to get other people to do their dirty work for them. So, all that being said,
if they have other people do their dirty work, for example, give me an example.
Otisa gave me credit on her live about P. Diddy the other day. Well, that's good. That's good. And I'm going to give her credit on this one. Thank you for doing right by Natanya Rubin, Tisa. And as long as you go after the demons that tore that good woman's life, that God-fearing woman's life apart, you ain't going to have no problem with me. But if you step out of line, I'm be on that ass.
For example,
yeah, baby.
Who would you say? Who you got as far as the comment I just made, the comment you made before about people who
the vultures who come in and swoop and pick on the bones of the victims left behind after the diddler and the riddler and the jiggler, the jigger man and all of them, and the roses and the god dids and the... You mean all of them?
Yeah.
The Diddy Do I Bop crew?
Oh man, yeah. Yep.
It's just, I mean, we could stop and start a million sentences and they will all be relevant and there's no way to really finish it all
Mm-hmm.
because it's just so much. But what I'm having a problem with right now are all the liars that are still refusing to look at how serious the situation is. Like everyone who does disinformation about me here on this app, there's a whole lawyer that said she's seen the tape.
Yeah.
It was visible. People are trying to sell these tapes.
Mm-hmm.
What did I say on the Blue Couch, babe, when we first got together?
Yeah. You said that exact same thing. And we've been talking about these tapes
For a while.
for years. Tapes been floating around for years.
But now they just gonna open the floodgates. Because see, if Diddy's gotta go down, he wants to make sure everybody is just as dirty as he is, hoping that there'll be some leniency. And the public, especially the black community who he's greatly let down, we can't let that happen. We can't let that happen at all. Oh, you and me. We've been tired. We've been working a lot hard.
Come on.
We've been working a lot hard. But we got new pods this week.
Oh man, yeah.
We got a lot of great content that's coming out. But regarding DJ Vlad.
Yeah, Vlad the Impaler. Vlad the Vulture. So Vlad went on right after you and did what his disinformationist ass is to do. Is to try to discredit you.
Meanwhile, he conspiracy theorizing me.
Right. Now, Vlad did say, I'll never have her on my platform. I don't want her on my platform. She's a conspiracy theorist, blah, 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 blah. Why would you go right into that? And Jag has receipts that you tried to get her on your platform not too long ago.
Actually, it was back in June. Before we accepted the deal with View It and promised them that we wouldn't do any outside content with anyone outside of Real Jag until the official launch. That's what we said. See, the truth is, Vlad has sent me that email months before Odell responded. Matter of fact, Vlad sent me that email before me and you were ever together.
So I set you up.
This is the thing.
Allegedly, they say he's feds.
Vlad sent that email asking me to be on his show right after the Diddy Cassie football video in the LA hotel came out, when Diddy punted Cassie and said, "It's good." Like it's fucking cute. You know, I honestly think that the only reason Vlad sent me an invitation to come to the show was so he could try to find a way to do a Tasha K on me, try to discredit me, so nobody would want to talk to me anymore, or try to get me to drop a hint or to drop a clue that would lead people to my victims so they could harass them and scare them into not testifying.
That's pretty much what that was.
Question is why did Vlad instantly come on right after me? Oh, she's a conspiracy theorist and I don't believe her and I would never have her on my show. She's not credible. I would never. Then why did you ask me to be on your show, you goofy fucking bitch?
Right.
And if anybody wants to see that receipt, where is it available, honey?
Oh, it's on my channel. It's on at Set in the West Doc on YouTube.
If anybody would like to go and look at the email that we got from Vlad's assistant asking me to appear on the Vlad show because Vlad wanted to do an interview with me, feel free to head on over there to Set in the West. And if any of the mods would like to drop that link in the chat. So they are saying it was Scientology. Listen to me, them Scientology people are a mess. Ask Mimi Faust, Stevie J baby mama. Ask that hoe. I mean, that woman. Ask her. Because I can't. Hold on a second. There's somebody at the back door.
Who is it?
With my squad in the house.
Hey,
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 Lenny.
hey. Hey, hon, can you hear me?
Yeah, baby, you sound great. How you doing?
I'm pretty good, and yourself?
Oh, I'm up. Listen to me. The Brittany Murphy thing, the Ashton Kutcher thing, the
Hmm.
Diddy party thing. Uh,
Yeah.
I hope he didn't take Brittany to one of those Diddy parties and let them rub her with that Diddy Rain baby oil. I
Oh,
hope they
Lord.
didn't. I hope they didn't. No, because they said she was going to come out and start exposing people right before she got the pneumonia, just like him.
Lord Jesus. Now
And
he's
her
sitting in
dad,
jail, and he's scared somebody gonna get him the pneumonia.
listen to
He's
me.
scared to eat.
They say he laying on the floor. They say he laying on the floor, sitting there playing with the rats. He done turned into Michael Jackson. He done found him a little friend named Ben.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
We need to dedicate Ben to Diddy for him and his new friend Ben the Rat. In yeah. It's coming. Ben the Rat coming. It's
Yeah,
gonna
this
be a
been a
big
long
nut
time
bust.
coming.
Look,
Hmm.
but this is the thing. How do you feel about Vlad? I want to hear it from you, Lenny.
I ain't never liked Vlad. I never did like him. He's not for our people. I heard he was the feds anyways. So,
Everybody,
every time somebody sit down with him, here come the cops. Here come the
oh,
players.
exactly. And guess what? Promptly.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't understand how nobody knows. Why doesn't nobody want to see that Boosie is an informant? Because he sat there with Vlad, then he got investigated, then they came after him, they locked him up, and then they let him out, and now everything is fine. And him and Vlad are the best of friends. Like that fool, the Star Report, Star and Buck Wild. See, I knew Buck Wild. I never fucked with Star. I always thought he was a plug ass nigga.
I don't
But
know who that
tonight,
is.
oh honey, it's a whole nother thing. Charlie had 4,000 people over there in that chat talking about I'm going to Joe Rogan and I'm doing this and I'm in it for the money. Like, you could tell he's doing disinformation, and of course him and Vlad are cool. So anybody that Vlad, gets the thumbs up from, I'm looking at you like, oh, you must be the Fed too, which makes perfect sense. And let's we not forget, DJ Vlad has a podcast with Aries Spears, who did the child pedo video that tagged, Tiffany Haddish with that case. And then, Aries Spears and David Spates, who filmed and edited and went and got him some phony production company called Walk by Faith, go up into the sunset while Tiffany Haddish. And meanwhile, then you
I'm up in the
realize,
air. I ain't gonna lie, Jack. I'm up in the air with Tiffany Haddish. I'm up in the air
listen
with
to
that
me.
one.
And I need you to be. I need everybody to be. Because when she finally tells her story, I want everybody to really hear it from her. Like,
Yeah, I want
there's
to
so
hear it
much.
from her.
All right, this is what I will give you. And
Okay.
she's probably going to be mad at me. I hope she's not. Because everything that I'm doing is to give her a fair shake. The fair shake that the black community and black women never
You
gave her.
always giving your heart, though, Jag. You always giving your heart. So I know what you're trying to do. You know what I
I hear
mean?
what you're saying, but I want to tell you something. Do you remember when me and Tiffany first started kicking it, and it was me, her, and Essie Berry on the Storm Monroe show?
Yes, I remember that.
Why did Aries Spears call her 2 days after that, crying on the phone, talking about he wanted to unalive himself because he felt so bad about what him and David Spates did to her? And when Tiffany said, will you come and do an interview with me and speak up for me and let me know? He said, I can't because I signed paperwork and I make $2 million a year.
I hope she recorded that.
I'm
That's
vouching.
all I'm saying. I want to hear it,
I'm
though.
just saying.
If
I'm
you
just
get her
saying.
on the show,
I'm
that'd be
vouching.
great.
When she gets to the blue couch, she gonna say it all. But That's all I'm gonna say. I don't
Yeah,
want to overstep
I
because
get
it's
that.
her story.
Yeah, it's her story to tell.
It's her story, and not only that, if these people is trying to put her through the meat grinder, I don't want to put her in a position where they gaslighting her any harder than
Yeah,
they
I get
have.
that. I definitely understand that. But I don't want to be uh, on the side of wrong. You know what I mean?
None of us do, which is why it's important that we give Tiffany a chance to tell us everything. Because the truth is, she ain't done no interview about none of that.
Mm.
Think about that. What interview has Tiffany Haddish done about that whole video? She's never done an interview. Matter of fact, they've gotten away from the making of it, how it all
And
happened,
that's what I'm
all the...
saying. Like you giving people chances to come on out. Look how far this thing went. We here now. So I figure like, okay, she should come out now and tell her story. Let's go.
But you don't find it very interesting that Aries Spears and Vlad are working together, and we all believe Vlad is a fed, and we not supposed to believe that Aries Spears isn't? Birds of a feather flock together. If Aries Spears is a government agent just like Vlad, then maybe the government wanted Tiffany Haddish set up. See how that goes? And then let's not forget, just recently, D.L. Hughley and Vlad was sitting down talking about, oh, we need to give Tiffany Haddish a break, and we need to do this, and we need to do that. I find it funny that they weren't talking that way up until Tiffany Haddish started spending time with me, and Aries Spears was running around crying, talking about how bad he felt for being a piece of shit traitor to his race.
Well, I'm glad we got the blue couch. Shout out to Real Life Street Stars.
Indeed, indeed. And there's more truth coming this week because, Lenny, I'm back in Dallas.
Okay.
We back on the couch, baby. And it is going to be explosive. Do you hear me?
Do the damn thing then. I like that.
It is going to be explosive.
You always explosive, honey. You always explosive. You always blowing up shit. I love it.
Well, look, somebody got to blow it up so we can start anew.
Yes.
But how do you feel about the fact that Vlad got on? You remember when I told y'all that Vlad asked me to do an interview and I was like, I don't think I'm going to take it? That was months ago.
Yep, you said it.
And now the receipt of the email of his producer emailing us to be on his show is now present on Set in the West right here on YouTube. And y'all can go and ask Vlad, why the fuck he lie? Oh, Piers Morgan, why you lie, Craig? You ain't got to lie, Craig. You got to lie. I don't know. Or maybe he was on that 2C this summer and forgot he sent the invitation. That might be possible. You know what I'm saying? A little bit of 2C, you slip and fall into a vat of medicated baby oil, and next thing you know, you forgetting everything.
So bad.
I can't. I can't stand the rain against my window. No. See, they're getting a little taste of what it's like when we're in our mod room, because we really, really, really do.
Yeah, we be turned
We
up.
really do be having a good old time. And we get a lot of work done.
Yes.
Shout out to all of our mod squatters and our mod squatters who work more in our journalistic realm. Mod squatters like Quentin. I mean, come on, QH is the shit. You must believe. QH is the shit. I fucks with QH heavy. I can't wait till we get started with the lineup, because he's gonna fit right in there, and he's bringing in some really awesome people. So yeah, it's good.
I want to give a shout out to Odell too. OD, because he be coming through. He be making shit happen also. You know what I mean? We fucks with him.
That's our guy. That's our guy. That's the mod squad. Isn't that funny? I fell in love and we got a dope ass mod squatter.
Yes.
Like, I fell in love and we got Bruce Wayne. Oh my God. Somebody, you know what? I'm going to have to put it in the chat. But there you go, guys. that's set in the West. If you would like to see us make a liar out of Vlad, please go on over there and check it out. But I'm just saying, there seems to be like this whole network and evil community of people that like fucking over decent people that are just trying to make it clean.
Yeah, I never knew it was so many evil people until I jumped on this app.
I know.
I'm like,
And
my God.
And these
This
are the
is
lower
ridiculous.
levels. These are the lower levels. So I want you to think about everything on YouTube. Give them all at least $5 million and like mansions and private planes. And I bet you they would be, I'm telling you, they would be no different than Jay-Z, Diddy, Beyonce, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj. No different. Like, people keep forgetting all of these people that they praise. Most of them were just high school losers and burnouts and sex workers and thieves who found a way to, you know, make a halfway honest buck, you know? Because the truth is, the money they're making ain't that honest. And it's starting to look like those special baby oil shipments are attached to money laundering as well. It's sounding, ain't all of this stuff sounding very Pizzagate-ish?
This shit is a hot mess. The whole damn thing. It's a hot mess.
It is.
Who raised these people? Who raised them?
I have no idea. Now,
and did he kissing his mama on the lips like that?
That's not true.
She was already looking at his lips before she kissed him.
Look, we know who raised Diddy, hell on freaking wheels. And Vlad is a part of the Jewish community, like Clive and Lucian. Well, I don't know about Lucian Grains, but I definitely know about Leor Cohen. He's very Jewish as well. Jaguar light up my life with people. Oh, bless you, baby. But you know, I just wanted to address what a small world it is.
Oh yeah.
From Vlad to Aries Spears to David Spates to the lineup of Tiffany Haddish. Lauryn Hill comes out of retirement after all of these years, and the nigga who promised her mama she would be safe and be okay and brought her to Wyclef, who was betting her underage, and then married a woman of age to pretend like he was never messing with underage Lauryn Hill. And now the very man that was supposed to protect her, that brought her to the man that, you know, lightweight statutory raped her, now he's suing her.
Look at this shit here.
Honey, I can't even begin to talk about Cameron Diaz. I think Cameron Diaz was at a freak off gone wrong. People keep forgetting she's one of Diddy's ex-girlfriends.
She sure was.
Her and Diddy was together for 4 years on and off. And and it was before Justin Timberlake. And I just found it funny. Like, they always be like, it's like Diddy, he ruins them and then he assigns them. Like, allegedly, we're starting to hear that there might have been more. Thank you, Laura. We're starting to hear that there might have been more going on between the Diddler and the Beyonce than we know. And if he tapped that first, before she married Jay-Z, or around the time they were together, I don't know. Like,
they're sharing everybody else.
No, but I mean, think about it. The Daphne Joy girl.
Different.
No, but think about Daphne Joy. She a Diddy doo-wop bop first, and then he sent her to Fitty, and then that, like, think about it. Lauren London. Lauren London got sent to Nipsey. Pimpin' ain't easy. And then, have you heard Capricorn's lawsuit?
I don't know who that is.
Capricorn is either Lauren London's fake play or god sister. But when she hooked up after she finished, modeling for Baby Fat, and people keep forgetting that both Cassie and Lauren London were Baby Fat models,
Mm.
and Sean John models, weren't they? Think about the close ties between Russell Simmons and Diddy, Kimora, Kimberly. Like, is it me or are you? Is it becoming clear?
Hmm.
There's a lot of cross intersection. It's starting to sound really Pizzagate-ish. I think we're about to run across a nationwide ring of perpetrators that is exactly they.
Yeah,
Yes,
that's
Lauren.
what I was saying. When I was over there on Cultivate with Kai. You know, it's bigger than Diddy. Yeah, we can catch a couple people, but let's get the people that's at the top, like the people that's in BlackRock. Because they own everything.
And
They
not only
own
do they
Bank of
own
America,
everything,
Chase,
they
everything.
manipulate
They
everything.
started this shit. They taught him how to do this shit, and he got beside himself. And they said, "We ain't rocking with you. Throw his ass
See,
to the wolves."
I think I think they did this to him to teach him a lesson to get him back in line. And I don't think they realized how the public was going to devour this and hold everyone accountable. See, that's what I think. Like, do you remember when Queen Latifah first got outed as gay? And then she came out the closet for 24 hours. And then all of a sudden, she went right back in.
No, I don't remember that shit.
Oh, yeah.
To
It
me,
was
she
about
always
10
been
years
gay.
ago.
Hell,
It was right before she got that talk show.
damn, that was so long ago.
I
Okay.
think they had a tape on her. And they should have as much you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna get to talking about Dana too tough.
Yeah.
And not because I don't have anything to say. It's just if I start talking about Dana, I can't start talking about Dana without talking about Monifa. And I don't want to talk about Monifa. Monifa is happy she's been through enough. Dana put her through enough. And now she's happy. So that's why I really don't talk about Dana. Because I don't want people talking about Dana. Because of Monifa.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I
Hmm.
know that she's in love. I know that she's moved on. I know that she's got a great life. And I know that she bounced back in a manner that nobody expected, because they all thought that after it was over between her and Latifah, especially with everything being so hush-hush and in the closet, that she was just going to fade away. But Monifa has such a fighting spirit. Oh, that Beyonce worship is very dangerous. It is very dangerous. It will lead you down a wrong path. But I'm over it. And I'm grateful. I'm grateful that Piers was willing to listen. I'm glad that that lawyer was here. I'm glad that everything is everything. And just 1 second. Looks like we got somebody backstage. Hold on, Lenny. I'm just going to switch it up for just a second and let us get started. Okay. We're going to welcome a new friend to the stage, Jasmine. Jasmine from Facebook. Welcome.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm great. How are you?
We're good. I just wanted to make sure before we let down the overlay that everyone is comfortable. You're new to the channel, and we do get a lot of haters. So you don't have
I
to
bet.
cam up if you don't like. If you want, you can cam down like us. You don't have to show your
Okay.
identity.
How
Okay.
you doing, Jasmine?
I'm good. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good.
So, is there anything that we were talking about tonight that you wanted to discuss with us for a bit?
Oh man. um, I have stuff and then I forget it, but it's just it's a lot. Um,
Take your time.
It is
Next
a
time,
lot.
write it down. Sometimes I gotta write it down.
that's true. That's
Well,
true.
there's so much
But
information,
Oh
but
yeah.
mhm.
um, even though you forgot what you wanted to say, is there anything that's on your heart that you'd like to share with the audience regarding any of what you've been seeing? Because this is a community issue, and we have to start treating it as such.
Mhm. Just like a lot of people in my family still don't believe like Barack about him, about that's their golden boy. They don't want to believe, that possibly he does have some stuff out there. And I was trying to tell my parents about how he was connected to Jay-Z and Beyonce. Barack gave him the go-ahead to go to Cuba that one time, and you have to ask yourself, like, what do they have on him that they're able to do things like that?
Absolutely. I'm sorry, guys. Anybody with a wrench in the building? We got Rachel Carter, and she says, I really hope that at Jag will go watch my last comment, or at Odell or team. It's important.
Hmm.
Does anybody know where that comment is? Because I got a lot going on back here. But what I will say is, do you think they had a part to play into Britney and her money? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, especially considering when you put in Lou, Lou the conservator. Yeah.
And
I,
Scooter.
I'm Well, honey, Scooter Braun, and nobody's even really paying attention to the fact that Kevin Federline just slid into Britney's life. He left his black girlfriend, who he was so in love with, and they had a child and all of that, and then he left, had a couple babies with Britney, and then the next thing you know, he was taking Britney to court, and that's where the mental issue started, remember? With the kids. And then what did he do? He turned around and he went right back to that black girl.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and with the child support money to boot that they could live off of. Now, why is it that all of these Hollywood dudes that seem more like plants than they do actors or men, why do they keep slipping under the radar and nobody noticing? Because the very same thing that I just said happened between that couple also happened with Demi Moore and Ashton Kutcher.
Yep.
Who's a Diddyite. Ashton Kutcher was madly in love with Mila Kunis. For whatever reason, they parted ways after that 70s show. Nobody really ever explained why they stopped fucking around.
And
It just
Moore
kind of,
has a video of her, like, Demi Moore has a video of her kissing on some, like, 14-year-old in this old video. Have you seen that?
yeah. And it's wild because a lot of these women are energy vampires and they like jumping on these young men. Honey, we're going to pray for Wendy, but Wendy is going to come back. I got a feeling Wendy's going to make a comeback. I got a
Oh
feeling all of
yeah.
this stuff going on alone is enough to motivate Wendy to get back up on her shit and get back in her purple chair with her fucking coffee cup and her lips and her lipstick and get to popping that ish. Okay. But, my thing is they just split up. And then the next thing you know, he's with Demi Moore. And this was after her and Bruce Willis didn't work out. And it wasn't looking so great for her. And then all of a sudden, she's into Charlie's Angels music. And she's got her beach body. And she's got her surfboard. And she's got her baby boy. And I heard that whole fucking marriage was a mess. And from what I was told, her children weren't all that happy with it either. And neither was
Well,
Bruce. That
apparently
they
her
put on a
daughter had a
show.
big crush on Couture, and then Demi kind of did it to rub it in her face. That's what
Well,
I heard.
apparently, Ashton had his pick of the litter in that garden.
Hmm.
So all of this is going on, right? All of this is happening. And then all of a sudden, it's over. He's done. And then him and Mila Kunis are back together again. But nobody's talking about the alimony that he got out of Demi Moore when they went their separate ways. Like, it's like they send all of these guys after successful women to find a way to handicap them in some way so they can put their hand in their pocket and keep giving them trouble so they can't focus on their future. And I know because my first husband did that to me. And my second husband tried to. What y'all ladies think about that?
It definitely happens. People don't come into your life just by accident. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't.
Well, you know, that comment on the screen is interesting. It says, wow, Ashton Kutcher is clearly not who he appears to be either. Well, this is the thing. Who does Ashton Kutcher appear to be? Whoever he was on that 70s show, that's one thing. But Punk'd, he did a lot of scary, crazy shit. And actually, it was on Punk when Beyonce was actually really first lightweight exposed as a narcissist. And if you go back and look at that Christmas one, every now and then during Christmas time, they bring it up. But she's sitting there singing. It's supposed to be, I guess, Times Square at the Christmas tree. And something went wrong and the Christmas tree fell over and it was about to fall on all the kids. She didn't care about the kids. She ain't asked nothing about the kids. She checked her manicure to make sure she didn't break her nails. And that was on Ashton Kutcher Punk'd. Do you remember that, Lenny? I don't know where everybody went, but I want to answer this question on the screen. Did Bobby Christina really unalive herself, or was that a setup too? You know, I would have said it's a possibility, except for the fact that the person that everyone said was responsible for unaliving her ended up unalive right after that. So I think it's fair to say we're looking at a setup. Hold on a second, let me see the backstage. Is it somebody backstage? I don't know, I'm sure. But look, guys, we're not going to be here all night. I got to go to bed. We got to get up early in the morning. Lot to be done.
I'm sorry, I'm back.
Oh, no, it's cool.
Things, Jag.
Oh, no, I know you doing things, and I'm doing things too. I got something right next to me that I'm about to do. I got some business.
Mm-hmm.
I got some business I got to tend to.
And you know, we stand on business.
But hold on. I think we have Jasmine. I just want to welcome her for coming, and then we're going to get ready to shut it on. Oh, we just lost Jasmine. Okay. Well, Jasmine, we want to welcome you to the panel tonight. Thank you for sharing your heart and your soul. And thank you for being here to watch and listen. And please let us not think that the neighborhood watchmen have ended because Sunset and Sunrise have been exposed and he ain't nothing but Tupac in a wheelchair because he gets around. And he keep playing around, he gonna keep getting struck too.
Oh, Lord.
But you know, Lenny, do you got any final thoughts before we
I
wrap
just want to
out?
say, man, I love everybody on the YouTube. I love you, Jag. Uh, you are amazing. You rock today, as usual. Um, and I love the Mod Squad. That's it. That's all.
And the Mod Squad loves you, and we wouldn't be the same without you.
Oh, don't make me. You always trying to make me cry. You know I ain't
Stop
gonna do that
it.
shit.
Could you do me a favor though?
Yes.
A lot of people don't know how Mod Squad roll and what we're really about. And now that we're branching out and we're building cruelty free artistry and we're bringing back WCW to the fore. And as we slowly bring that to the fore, really giving people a chance, because now the victims are going to need a place to speak. The victims are going to need a place to come. And we've been working so long to get to the point where we can support that. So
Yes,
I
they
was
definitely can
wondering,
come here.
oh, yeah. I was just wondering, I want them all to get to know us a little bit better because there's so many people out there. Some of them are real, some of them are fake. You know, people don't know what to believe. So I just wanted people to, if you wouldn't mind sharing your testimony about how you ended up becoming Mod Squad.
Oh, Jag.
I would appreciate that.
Ah.
And I'm going to mute up.
Well, I got into it. Well, okay. So basically, I was not on YouTube at all, and got into a little verbal altercation with somebody after they put me on to Jag, and they talked crap about her. I went onto the internet, researched for myself about her, and I saw a lot of people being hateful towards her. So I had to see why, and I found out like this lady is telling the truth. So what is the problem? What is the issue? You know, and then I just, you know, start rocking and rolling with her. You know, and it's all about positivity over here.
Which is what makes your story so amazing. I'm not going to make you drag it out because I know you don't want to.
Yeah, you know I.
But what I will say is that's how most of the Mod Squatters come together. It hasn't been a situation where I've gone looking for people or gone even recruiting people. Not at all. Not at all. People have come to me, they found me because they took the time to look for themselves. And then they had the courage to actually talk to me. You know,
Yeah.
and we all realize we have a lot in common. And that's what Mod Squad is all about. And it all started with WCW 4 years ago now. When I wanted to start an outreach system or a network in some way for the victims to be able to come together and encourage each other until justice can be found and not denied. And now here we are.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, me and Gene are we're gonna be back together again. Trust me, we're gonna be together soon. But right now we all have work to do, and it's spreading the word and making sure that people like Lenny, who are introduced to me in a negative way, find their way to their own opinion. You know, if I could tell you people how many times someone met me on a negative or was introduced to me on a negative and then met me and then we became the best of friends, you would
Yeah, I mean,
believe me.
it was horrible, and I was like, "Well, wait a minute, hold on, you don't even know this lady."
But see,
Yeah.
that's a critical mind versus a pop mind, the pop culture mind. You know, these mob mentalities, these hive minds, they work under one consciousness. They're no different than the Borg. Do you ladies remember the Borg from Star Trek?
No, ma'am.
It was one brain. It was one brain in a spacecraft, and it ran an entire army, and they all thought the same thought. So basically, you be you, but if the Borg comes and infects you with their Borg juice, you become one of them. And we are the Borg, and we do the one. They were like the zombies on Walking Dead before the Walking Dead.
And you know what, Jack? I want to say this. A lot of people think that, you know, Mod Squad don't ask you any questions, and, you know, we just go with whatever you say and all that type of stuff. But no, we are able to talk to you. You give us feedback, we give you feedback. And sometimes we disagree, but we come to a decision that we can't agree on.
Well, see,
you
this is
know,
the
and we
thing.
work it out.
See, but that's the thing. People don't understand. They think that it's like all of these other mod content creator relationships on YouTube. You know, you're my slave and I'm the content creator. You give me money and you find people that give me money. And you know, that's what most of these people do here on YouTube. And Mod Squad is very different. We help each other.
Yes.
Whenever I have something, if anyone in the group needs it, they already know. They can ask me and it's theirs.
You have
And
offered me, and I have said no, no. I'm okay. And I have offered you as well certain things, you know. So I mean,
well,
we all do that with each other.
yeah, I mean, but that's
Ayasha
how
bought
we
me
are.
coffee out the blue, and I was, thank you, Ayasha. And what did I do? I hit her right back with the coffee. You know, it's the simple things, it's the little things, you know.
Oh, hold on
So
a second. Ayasha's at the back door. Hold on. Ayasha.
Peace,
yeah.
Jazz. Hi,
Hey,
love. Hi,
Ayasha.
Lynette.
Hey.
Hi, Jasmine. Peace. How y'all doing today?
Hi.
I would like to congratulate you, Lynette, girl. You did your thing. You stuck in there and you rocked it out with Kai.
Oh, thank you.
Look at Lynette. Let me give her flowers.
Yeah.
You know, I haven't talked to you today. So I was like, yeah. But shout out to you, girl.
Thank you.
Use your voice. Use your voice.
Yeah, when I can. Y'all know I don't have a lot of spare time. So
Yeah.
Which is what makes your words so valuable when you share them.
thank you, Jag.
And you know, hey, Shy. What I will say is this. I think what's really bothering people right now is the fact, hey, Tom. Tom, the stuff about I'll be sure in that fake memoir, like I said it was. Didn't I say it was fake? Didn't I tell y'all they got their hands on some of the stuff and it made it up the way they wanted to? I bet you that white man worked for Diddy.
Oh shit.
I'll be sure is not a gay man. He never been gay. And the only person that was lusting in that situation for another man was the diddler. And he would have done anything. He probably would sniff Kim. You know what I'm saying? Just to see if he could get a hint of I'll be sure. He's a weird guy.
Jack, can you go back to that comment that Stephanie said?
Or which comment?
I think it's
Can
That
you?
one right there.
Oh, well,
Go ahead,
who started the Mod Squad? I don't think we ever said who started it.
To my understanding, or to my how I see it, I'm gonna say you kind of started the Mod Squad, Dad. You seen your mods as somebody who will come in and support you and knock out all the drama and the trolls.
Oh, hold up! Wait a minute! What is this? What does that say, Ayasha?
Jag, you just like JC, Mammy Witch. I don't
What?
but you remind me of him. You still afraid to talk about Lindsay? I mean, you talked about her, Lindsay Lohan and Steven Spielberg.
What?
You know the same thing. You promote the book.
Huh?
What? Baby, I don't know what kind of 2C you own. I don't know if it was the knockoff blue kind like the Smurfs, or if you got the real deal. But nigga, you high. And you're banned. You know, I almost feel bad for the haters because they've spent so much time hating all of us that now that it's not popular anymore and it's not making the kind of money it was making before,
Yeah.
it's like they're just confused. They don't know what to do.
I mean, yeah, and now honestly too, the trolls really help promote the Mod Squad. You know, they hated us the most, and we love ourselves the most. So, you know, That's our signature, Mod Squad,
Ah,
as
that's who
well
we
as
are.
the WCW. What your goal is, you know.
Well, our goal is to be there to help the people who need help, but more importantly, to bring support for the victims. Like, I don't think people realize there are
Yeah.
so many people that are crying, that are ready to finally go to the police and file their report because they know this time it's not going to get thrown in the trash.
You're so very welcome, Stephanie.
Oh my God. We are. What's my thoughts on Dr. Umar? I think Umar
Trash.
is pulling. I don't know. I think I don't know. I don't know what to think about Umar. I think Umar has very, very, very great um concepts about how society and life can work. I just think he's too busy chasing white women in Cherry Hill Mall to be serious about any of it. And you know, no disrespect, but I don't know. I don't know. He got problems with them white women at the Cherry Hill Mall, hanging out at Redstone. He got problems with the gifts and the donations, and he definitely got problems with that school. Now, I don't know if he think Diddy is gonna, TD Jakes him in. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe he needs a donation to finish that school. I don't know. But what I will say about Dr. Umar is he is polarizing. He is highly educated, and we'd all like to figure out where he's finally going to land his plane.
Yes, prayers for all the victims and the children. They need to go and find these children
Listen
and bring
to
them
me.
home.
Listen to me. As far as the kids are concerned, I keep thinking about that damn plane. That plane that they sent out the day that his house got raided. When you think about the amount of stuff that they found in the Diddler's house, what the hell did they get out of there?
I can only imagine.
Because whatever they did, they got it out of there and down to the Bermuda Triangle in enough time for it to be scattered or for it to be in unprotected waters where law enforcement were not going to go look.
Yeah,
Now,
that's why I said they had 5 months.
no, but this is my thing. They found 1,000. They found 1,000 bottles of the medicated baby oil. They found all of the dildos. Damn near 1,000 dildos.
Well,
They
if they
found.
found these dildos and these oils, they can find these kids.
No, but this is what I'm saying. If that's what was left behind, it had to be something much worse that they needed to dump, because they should have dumped the tapes and the butt plugs and the baby oil too. All of that should have fit on the plane. I mean, it's not like the plane that they killed Aaliyah on. You can fit real stuff in there.
All these kids that's posted in the Walmart on the wall, they need to be looking for them kids over there on these islands.
But look
Speaking
at
of
Star
missing
Island.
children.
He's right next to the. He's
Oh,
right
right.
next to the port on Star Island. So
Right. Hit that island. Go visit
Listen
Black
to
Rock.
me. Maybe Stevie J down there hiding, trying to find all the butt plugs. I don't know. But I tell you one thing. They didn't find no butt plugs and they didn't find no kids. So my question is, what the hell was they in such a rush to dump into the ocean? That was more damaging, because it would have had to have been more damaging than what was left behind for the feds to find. Am I wrong? And that plane, if I'm correct, it left from Beverly Hills, where the tunnels are, where those kids are. I hope they didn't dump those children in that ocean.
didn't Kendrick Lamar say something about the tunnels in Calabasas?
Yeah.
I mean, it's tunnels throughout the whole United States.
But there's a whole another like life just under the surface, about 15, 20 feet down below
Well,
the
that's what Allie
surface.
Carter was saying. That's why they need to get down there
Yep.
and get the kids.
LA is filled with tunnels. And you know what it also makes me think about? And this is another thing. Where is Jordan fucking Peele, dude? Jordan Peele and
Who
Monkey
is that,
Paw.
Jag? Who is that?
Jordan Peele from Key and Peele, who became the director that brought us Get Out, that brought us, that brought us No. I mean,
Oh
Nope.
yeah,
Okay. Because I don't know
Now,
these
I
ones,
want
but
now
and the
think
movie
about it.
Them. Is it
Yeah.
them too?
I'm not sure. It might have
I'm
been.
about to search
But
it
my
right
thing
now.
is he wrote the movie Get Out, and allegedly it was about Kanye and the Kardashians. That's what the story was about. And if you remember in
it is
Us,
aliens, Stephanie. Okay, go ahead, Jag. I wanted to say that.
oh yeah.
It is
But
aliens. Really, it is.
but
I
wait a
want you to know
second
that.
though. Don't forget in the movie Us, everybody had an alter person. Remember?
Uh-huh.
There was you, and then there was another version of you. And they were all living down in the basement of the world, in the tunnels of the world. And then the next thing you know, they all came out ready to take down their tethers. Remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
I think Jordan Peele was
But that's where
dropping
them
hints.
sinkholes come in at, you know.
I think Jordan Peele was dropping hints about what was really going on in Hollywood. And I think that's why they slowed his ass down.
Right.
Tunnels in LA, elites, you know what I mean? Auctioning off black people, massive hypnosis, MK Ultra.
We
got a
always
lot of
sold to
stuff
the
going
highest
on.
bidder.
We got a lot going on, y'all.
Mm-hmm.
We got a lot going on, and I'm telling you right now, AI is slowly taking over our world. And it might not be slow. It might be a lot faster than we think. Ugh.
Yeah, because we already at war.
Yeah.
We've been at
And
war.
they're
It's
lying. They're lying. They're lying. They
You
are
think they
not
lying?
telling us. I know they're lying. They're
No,
not
I
telling
don't
us the
believe that.
truth.
I don't believe that. I'm gonna have to disagree.
No, I'm talking about America is lying.
Oh, okay. Because I'm like, yes, we are at war.
Everyone in the world is telling the truth except for America. Why is
Oh,
no
yeah.
one seeing that? We're already at war. They know it. They're trying, and this is what America does. They like everybody to be comfortable and heavily distracted. So when the
Yes.
boom drops, don't nobody talk
Yes.
about it. They did it in
Yes.
1929 with the stock market crash.
Mm-hmm.
And people keep forgetting the Titanic crashed not all around that time. Like, people keep forgetting this is a country that has been staging massive social trauma in order to control our minds and to fear us into going along with their agenda.
Mm-hmm. That's why I was saying it's an agenda.
Is anybody
All of
paying
this shit
attention?
is an agenda.
Is
Oh,
anybody
I'm
paying
fucking
attention? They've been passing stuff like crazy since the diddler got popped. And anytime 1,000 bottles of
They in a
baby oil,
panic.
anytime 1,000 bottles of baby oil can upstage the attempt on a former president's life.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
2 tenths.
I'm telling you, and they're mad at Trump because
Oh,
Trump.
yeah, they mad. Because if he get in, like I said before, if he get in, everybody's going to jail for treason. Everybody.
And not only that, he's going to stop the war that so many people want to make money on.
Exactly. Yep. But they don't do enough research to find that out. All they looking at is Trump. He a racist. He just be talking shit about black folks. Ooh, Trump is a businessman. He could give a fuck about the rest of that shit. What else is Kamala and Biden doing? They didn't go and stop that execution. Did they do that
No,
to get on
Listen
black
to
people's
me.
side? They
Why
didn't do that.
is no one talking about that? Why are they trying to sweep that under the rug like
Yeah,
it didn't even happen?
yeah, that's what they doing.
And the simple someone in them, how can we justify? Forget her color.
Yeah,
Forget
who cares
that she
about that?
double
What are you
curry.
doing? She
If
carrying
you're,
out.
I
She's
don't care
carrying
if
out.
you're a fucking Smurf. Understand this. If you're asking for the black vote, you should be standing for what the black people not only want, but need. And guess what we want? Guess what we don't want? We don't want any more of our men being unalived, unlawfully,
Exactly.
and doing it government sanctioned. Why
Yes.
didn't you stop that, Kamala?
Yeah, we want
But then
answers,
again,
Kamala.
she didn't. Guess what? She didn't stop all of those people that she put in jail for weed that she's now cool
She
with
sure
being
didn't.
legal, that she smoked in college. And apparently she smoked so much weed in college that she forgot she used to go to Diddy's parties in Howard.
Oh yeah. Hey, I seen the
Why
picture.
is everybody not? Why is she went to Howard? Diddy threw
Uh-huh.
parties at Howard and was tricking heavy and doing all kinds of stuff out of Howard. So how in God's name has Kamala not made and I'm gonna tell you something right now. Them AKAs got ran through by Mark Barnes and them Diddy
Mm-hmm.
girls. And the simple fact that Joe Brown is calling her a slut and talking about all of the people that she's worked with, and yet there is no recourse. You got nothing to say about the diddler? You got nothing to say about the
Nothing.
diddler. You got nothing to say about what was done at your alma mater. You have nothing to say about the fact that he was given a key to the city. You have nothing to say about the fact
Exactly.
that Jay-Z, who was given a top level security clearance by the Obama administration,
Mm-hmm.
is running wild.
Mm-hmm.
Why do we want to put someone in who was down with the fuck shit and the lies? What else is she going to do other than what she's done? 4 freaking years and
She
she
gonna
just
crank the
makes it to
war
the
up.
border?
She finna
4
crank the
freaking...
war up even worse.
Understand this. If they elect her, we are going to war.
Yeah, and guess what?
Right.
It's gonna be a nuclear war. That's what is gonna happen. It's gonna be a nuclear war, and the
Honey.
humans can't even fathom a nuclear war. Think about that.
Listen to me. Human beings, the human beings in the United States, they ain't even thinking about it. You know what they worried about? Who's gonna be on Love and Hip Hop if everybody go to jail? That's what the fuck they thinking about.
Exactly.
But you know who are thinking about it, Jag? I would say the children. My daughter had asked me a while ago. She said, "Mom, what happened if the world go extinct?" I said, "Well, then there will be nobody on the planet. It won't be nobody, you know." So they think ahead. The children are thinking ahead, but the adults, we're not. We're thinking, like you said, about the baddies and who's sleeping with who and all the drama. They're not thinking about what's coming.
Yeah.
That's okay. I promise you this. When you sitting around trying to figure out where Cassiopeia is so you can find a decent place to camp, I
Yeah.
guarantee you this. Diddy will be well taken care of wherever he is. One way or the other. Like we got, and that's why I said we got to get through these industry exposures as quickly as possible. So we can get the public ready for what they're trying to hide. They are passing all kinds of bills right now.
Oh yeah.
Wait a minute. OMG, I almost choked on an ice cube right now when I'm sorry, baby. I didn't want to make you choke. And none of it makes sense. None of it makes sense. But on that note, I think we can wrap up now because this man next to me has checked out. The mod squad checked in and he tapped out. You got anything to say, babe, as we close up tonight?
No, just check out those receipts that we got.
Check
I
out.
gotta start putting torture together. I totally forgot about Aries, Spears, and Vlad.
Oh, you forgot about the Aries Spears
Yeah.
and Vlad, birds of a fed, flock niggas to the fed. You hear me? I don't care what nobody say. Vlad the fed. Oh, Tom,
Jack,
listen to
before we
me.
go too, before we
Eric
go,
Adams, soon to be former mayor of New York. Guess what? He gonna be landing his plane with Diddy right there in the Fed.
and
Yeah,
before
did
we
you
go,
hear?
Jack,
Wait a minute. Did you hear him? Did you hear all the times he gave that land the plane speech?
Yep. He did. He did.
I
Over
have to watch it twice.
and over. And I never
Yeah.
thought I would rather listen to Herschel Walker. Like listening to that land the plane shit made me want to hear Herschel Walker talking about the vampires and the werewolves again. Y'all remember when Herschel Walker was talking about the vampires and the werewolves? And he said that the Democrats was vampires and that the Republicans was werewolves. First he said he wanted to be a vampire. And then he
Well,
said, you know what?
they say the queen be over there eating the babies. And,
Honey.
everybody rock with BlackRock, so they running the Democratic Party. That's why all this
Child. Look, I tell you one thing.
You heard it here second. Because I said it
The
on Child's
DNC.
Task
The DNC. Well, listen to me.
They say she
It's
eat the
new to
babies
them.
now.
It's new to them. This the first time they heard it from you today. Yes, baby, they did it do our bops. And I'm trying to tell you, they gonna bop their asses right up in the Fed. And
That's why I
guess
said
what,
we
y'all?
need to get the kids because they over there eating them now, Jag. We need to get the kids.
Oh, Jesus.
Man,
You know, the stuff that people will do to try to escape reality. You know, all of this is to be younger, to be thinner, to be
Yep.
richer, to be
Yep.
loved, to be admired. You know, I
Mhm.
saw one of the most shameful documentaries on CNN the other day. And I thought to myself, the only thing they're missing is Lizzo. It was a bunch of obese women that work in the business, and they were using Oprah as their test study on fat shaming.
I can't fucking stand her.
Wait a minute, did you
I don't
know?
like that bitch. I don't like
Did
her.
you know that there is a national fat acceptance agenda? Fat
wow.
acceptance.
I'm not surprised.
Obesity acceptance. Wait a minute. And so they were sitting there talking about how Oprah suffered her whole career being made fun of because of her weight and how she persevered and all people ever cared about was her weight. And then guess what? I went back and I looked at everything that they was saying and I said, this is the most pathetic shit in the world. And the realest shit that they showed was when what was it, Kim Wayans, well, crazy ass, used to do Oprah when in Living Color. Remember?
I forgot all about a living color.
When
Hey,
she
that was some
used to
funny
do
shit, though, but go
Oprah.
ahead.
And you remember she came out as Oprah with her natural thin self, where Oprah lost all that weight with the boobs and the jeans and all of that. And then she started eating again, and she started eating again, and then she blew up. And all it was potato chips everywhere.
Yeah, I remember that.
And then
Now that
Oprah
bitch
started-
over there dying from Ozempic.
Oh my God.
Ozempic killing her ass.
Oh my God. It's wild, G.
Do you see how crazy she looked?
She looked like she wanted to look. She wants to be thin. And guess what? It ain't in your future, baby. It ain't in your future. And if Stedman love you, he would tell you to stop.
He
And
don't
we know
love
He
that.
lied.
her.
Right. Just be
I
you.
think Stedman was at the freak off.
Listen to me. I don't know if they would have wanted Stedman at the freak off because there's a couple of rumors that have been floating around about old Stedman boy for quite some time. You know he from Goulstown, right?
I don't know where he's from.
It's a little town in New Jersey. It's known
Mm,
for their background in incest.
Lord.
And a lot of people don't know. You ain't never know his eyes come a little close together. That's a sign of incest. And I'm telling you, I don't know, but something off about him. He looks very Manchurian candidate. For all we know, Oprah done put a microchip in his ass.
Probably so. Probably
Should she
so. She
chip
got the power.
anything? It's just wild to me that people question all of the atrocities that she's committed against children because one of her closest and dearest friends also hated children. And a lot of people don't even know it. Maya Angelou, she couldn't stand kids. She didn't believe in childhood. She didn't like even being around children. Ain't that wild? Why does someone who don't like kids open a school?
Yeah. That's what you say.
I know that's weird.
And speaking of milk cartons, I think it's time to put Storm Monroe on a milk carton, baby. I think Storm is in trouble.
Yeah.
Oh, Lord. What did happen with Storm?
I'm going to tell you this right now.
Is he missing?
Understand this. Understand this. I hit him up when I went to Atlanta, and we were between Atlanta and DC over the course of damn near a week. I never heard back from him. But oh, thank you, Danielle. But what I will say is this. I don't think Storm Monroe has been live ever since he brought Love Jones to talk about the Combs brothers, Justin and Christian, allegedly micking her with something special in the Dillion and potentially and possibly assaulting her. You remember that? That was the last big live he did. And I don't think he's done a live since. Y'all, I think it's time to put Storm Monroe on a milk carton because I could see the Combs Enterprise coming after him and Love Jones. Huh?
12 days ago was his time.
And that was the Love Jones, right?
Did you hear me?
Yeah, 12 days ago you said.
He probably taking a break from this shit.
Yeah.
Really, right after they accuse, allegedly, that Justin Combs and Christian Combs assaulted Love Jones. Oh, honey, in the midst of all of this,
I'm trying.
I think he got a phone call at the least.
If I'm
and
not
desperate.
mistaken, I don't even see that. If I'm not mistaken, I don't even see that live.
He took it down?
Oh.
Shit.
I don't even see it.
They took it
videos.
down?
Yeah, I don't even
Not
see it.
live.
Y'all better say a prayer for Storm and tap somebody on the shoulder and check on Storm. Somebody check on Storm Monroe.
I'm checking right now.
Because I would really, really, really hate it if they were pressuring him in the backdrop. Because if anybody should be out here right now talking about the diddler, it should be Storm.
Okay, so when I go to the videos, I see a 23-minute video. That's up.
He took it all down, huh?
And that's the only one I see.
Y'all say a prayer for Storm.
That's why I asked you, Jag, the other day. I was like, where's Storm at? Because he's been quiet.
Very quiet, too quiet.
Very quiet.
And he's been quiet ever since him
and Love Jones exposed the Combs brothers.
Prayers go out for Storm. I sure didn't know because I mean, it's not. I only kind of like watching when you over there, but
I know.
and you know, I don't really watch everybody anyways. And I really don't got time to watch everybody, but I'm sending the prayer out for you, Storm.
Every day, you know, Storm go live every day, so that's how you can kind of tell when somebody missing. Or you can even, like, for me, I can, if I'm not watching, I can feel when somebody going live.
Shy, wait a minute. Ayasha, Shy said no. The video with him and Love Jones is still there. Okay, good.
It's 23.
Good.
Yeah, it's a 23-minute one or something like that. Yeah.
How many views did it get?
Go find Storm. Shy. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, it was 2 weeks ago. It said 48K views.
Okay.
Wow.
That should be more. That should be a lot more considering the nature of the content. I miss home sometimes too, sweetie. We'll be there soon enough. Thank you, Monique. Shout out to my hometown, Philly. Oh my God. I hope that shit didn't get him in trouble. Thank you, Shy. I hope,
Yes,
I really hope they didn't fuck her over. I hope they didn't fuck him over. I hope they're not harassing him. Man, shit gets thick quick, don't it?
Man.
Well, on that note, we got our marching orders. Ladies, it's been a pleasure. To Ayasha and Shay Bay, our head mod, we love you.
We sure do, hon.
Our faithful mod, Lene Ahmad.
Hey.
We love you. Our first responder.
I love you back.
And it's Jessica, isn't it? Is it Jessica?
It's Jasmine.
Jasmine. Child, I be seeing so many names. And I ain't gonna lie, Lenny, I'm in the bed. I ain't wearing no readers right now. I'm not.
That's okay.
But to Jasmine, and no disrespect to you, love, but I got a niece named Jasmine. I've been trying to wipe her, all of them. I've been trying to super kiss me, kiss just everything away. So that might be the reason why I changed the name, and I want to apologize.
That's okay.
But I want to thank you, Jasmine, from Facebook. I know we haven't been over there in a while. They blocked up all of my accounts, so I got to get my new ID to them. And oh, honey, listen to me. They have done everything they possibly could to stop today from happening, and it happened all the same. And as far as Justin becoming a victimizer, I don't believe that's his nature. I think he's just ashamed. And we all need to keep Justin Bieber in prayer. We need to keep Bashir Gray, Gaz the Great, in prayer. We need to keep Kendrick Lamar in prayer. Like, we really gotta keep Tory Lanez in prayer, because even though I don't fuck with him, no black man deserves to go to jail for a crime he didn't commit. I don't care who he is.
Chris Brown in prayer.
Yes, keep Chris. They're attacking him again. Now that Diddy's down. Now that it's like, leave that boy alone.
Yes.
Oh. So in the name of Yeshua, we just want to put that all up. Keep it on the prayer list. And Lord, keep Diddy alive long enough to testify and get the death penalty. So the victims need justice, and they need to see it. It needs to be highlighted just as plainly as their shamings, the shaming tactics, the videotapes, all of that. And we need to remember, these are real people being hurt. It's not just entertainment.
Yes.
You have a great night too, Sean, and thank you for the intel, baby. Love you. Thank you,
Nice.
Shy. Shout out to Piers Morgan Uncensored. Shout out to him and his old staff. Shout out to the cameraman who pulled up on us and brought the studio to us. Shout out to my baby, as they like to call him, the ODC.
Oh,
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
Deezy.
And shout out to you, Jaguar.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
We love
Thank
you,
you,
girl.
love.
Love you, Jack. Thanks for having me on. It was a
Oh,
pleasure.
absolutely. And let's do it again sometimes. I don't think Taylor Swift is no victim. That's just my opinion. I think Britney Spears is a victim. I think
Oh,
Christina
she a big victim.
Aguilera. I think Christina Aguilera is a victim. I think there's a very good possibility y'all might find Pink on some of those Diddy tapes.
I was going
You
to
know,
ask
there's a
you about
lot.
Oh
that. Why is
man,
she
I
scared?
like
Why is
Pink.
she
Oh,
deleting everything?
this
Pink.
hurts.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because everything that she's deleting is attached to everybody that's attached to the diddler. And people are forgetting that when Alicia, because her name is Alicia, we
Yeah.
had the same manager when we were kids. When Alicia left Philly to be a part of Choice, they made her the lead vocal. And there was conversation that there was some stuff going on. But L.A. Reid had his hands caught in it. And we need to start talking about L.A. Reid because he's a whole fucking scumbag douchebag too. He's the one that sent Usher to the Flavor fuck off.
God damn it.
And you see how Chili turned out after her affair with him. And he was busy worried about fucking Dallas Austin, her baby daddy. So who is also bisexual. It's a bad mess.
Wasn't Cassie dating him, or is that someone else?
That was Ryan Leslie.
Thank
And
you.
I'm starting to believe that Ryan Leslie sold Cassie to Diddy. I think they sold
I
that girl.
heard something like that. Yeah, I did hear something like that.
I think they sold that girl because Ryan Leslie was on the up and coming. He was on the move. He had New York on lock. He was about to become the new king of New York. But he wasn't going to let that happen. It's wild. Well, on that note, my name is Jaguar Wright, and we're going to get ready to get out of here. But before we do, I just want to say, telling the truth is easy. Living with the
Yes.
truth you tell is hard. But it's worth it. And I will take dealing with a hard truth any day over than a nice cushy lie. Any day.
Facts.
Any final thoughts, lady? Or are we done?
I think we did that.
All right.
Yeah.
Well then, on that note, I just want to say, leave Angela White alone. I think it's interesting that 2 years sober, she celebrates, and all of a sudden, some ex-boyfriend pops up trying to tarnish her new reputation that she's worked so hard to build. Leave Angela White alone. And just in case you forgot, I'll let Angie tell you. I've been praying for you.
Who that right there?
For so long.
She love you, Angie. I don't know what it's like to be
know about her persona, but you met her in person. What do you?
She's a baby doll, sweetheart. But we already know this.
Because people think she's,
I know it.
and then when you meet her in person, you're like,
Yeah, it's just a perception that everybody else has. But once they get past that part, she's the one just like us. It's like real people, That's the difference. When you're authentic, people can't take it. I mean, because people say the same thing all the time. They're like, I thought you was gonna be this. And I'm like, no, I'm so sweet. She'll be chilling. You know what I mean? And I feel like she'll just handle people how they treat her. And that's just what it is. And that's just law. With any girl.
start.
Yeah.
Love you for that. And I do love that little girl to death. And just in case nobody heard from our friend Christopher Williams and Willie D, they sat down, they had an interview. They talked about the Diddy party and the dangers of the Diddy party. Tell them what it is. Come on now.
The only question that I can think to ask is, what were you thinking?
I wasn't really.
Did your parents say you could have a party?
No.
Why did you?
I don't know, it was just a get together with a couple mates at first, and then we thought we might as well just have a bit of a party, and then, yeah.
What are you going to say?
Sorry?
Are you sorry?
Is it me or is it tripping Ayasha?
Every time you play that. Oh, God. It was playing fair. It was going good.
Say no to the ditzy party, I am trying to tell you.
No,
guys, we had a great time. Get on over there to Natural One. Get on over there to Cultivate with Kai. Get on over there to Lady Bridget. And get back over here to Real Jag. Which one is it? Yes, the Jaguar Wright effect. And we love you, and we're out.
Peace.